But to everybody who, especially the ones who look like me, and the men who look like me, who quick to, if Kamala want my vote, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black people. Listen, stop asking a black woman to explain themselves to you or explain themselves to y'all. If y'all ain't willing to ask a white man, this mother explain himself. Y'all cool with the white man not explaining his mother stuff to you. Oh, the mother black, she need to explain herself to me what she gonna do for the black community. She want my vote. She need to explain herself. You ain't motherfucking the white man explain himself. You too motherfucking ask him. Somebody need to explain something to y'all. Well, she been in the office already 3.5 years. Why she ain't do all the things she said she was gonna do? Cause she ain't the president. That's
And this is who you have speaking on behalf of the Democratic Party. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. I have yet to see Kamala Harris go sit down and have a conversation with a black economic strategist, some type of black intellectual that can break things down. Man, she's going to talk to. I mean, she went to talk to Mr. Coochie Man himself and Uncle Luke. Now you talking to the Coochie Man's son in Plies with all the type of music that he put out coming from that same South Florida area. These are the people that you're talking to get us to actually vote. And we're saying, what are the policies? What are the policies? And then you're telling us to shut up and vote so you get these Democratic shills to come out that's paid to come out and basically try to use their stardom to try to persuade people to vote. Like this is, man, this stuff is crazy. She should have to come out and talk to the people and actually tell black Americans what her plan is. But Plies is not the only one talking this way. You have a lot of black women that's jumped on the bandwagon also, because we're not allowed to ask any questions. We're not allowed to say, hey, we want to see what your agenda is. We're supposed to just shut up and vote. But she's saying this.
Are 72 days away from November 5th, right? Charlamagne the God, Jermaine Dupri. This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do. Let's chit chat. I promise you, I will never understand the addiction to being intentionally ignorant. Please, let's talk about what we know. On July 21st, Joe Biden dropped out of the race for president, meaning that Kamala Harris joined the presidential race with only 113 days until Election Day. Some of y'all don't understand how the three branches of government work, so please let me explain to you why her entering the race with only 113 days to win an election is really unheard of. During Donald Trump's 2016 run for presidency, he launched his campaign 513 days before Election Day. 2008, Obama launched his campaign 633 days before Election Day. The year 2000, George W. Bush launched his campaign 514 days before the election, and Al Gore launched his campaign 501 days before the election. In all of that, inside of those 113 days, the Harris-Walz campaign has broken a myriad of records. They are doing the work. They are laying out their plan, rallying behind this amazing campaign that is truly running against not just Donald Trump, but Project 2025. Certain black men have decided to use their platforms to create divisiveness. As Plies pointed out, there is a huge difference between wanting to know your candidate's strategy for the first 100 days in office, what they are going to do for you, and holding them to a standard that you don't hold politicians who are not of color. You have Charlamagne the God. Now, did Plies lace his point with a bunch of MFers? Absolutely. Did he lay it out eloquently? Also, absolutely. So for Charlamagne the God's takeaway from Plies to be that Plies is telling black people to just take any candidate that's given to them and to settle is truly,
I have a simple question for that black woman speaking. If a black American man was running for president and he had a white wife, will black women support that black man? Or will he be all kinds of names and everything else? I think we all know the answer to that. So let's stop the hypocrisy. Let's just stop it, because it's actually disgusting. And again, we should be able to ask questions. But Charlamagne the guy, who I don't support and don't like at all, but he took umbrage with what he heard Plies say, and he responded to Plies and the things that Plies was saying to black men, especially black American. He said this.
Plies is absolutely, positively wrong. If people are asking questions, that's great. I don't even know why Plies is making this a black woman versus black man thing. This isn't about black men and black women. It's about elected officials and potential voters. The whole point of campaign season is for candidates to go out there and explain to the American people why they should be the one in charge of this country. Votes are earned, not given. And they are earned through you going out there and explaining yourself. Vice President Kamala Harris has to go out there and explain her agenda and why she's the person for the job. Former President Donald Trump has to go out there and explain his agenda and why he should be the person to get his job again, or get the job again. I don't understand Plies or any black person for that matter telling black people to just settle. Just accept whatever the candidate is giving you. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah, but
just
they've been
vote.
doing it.
They don't have to explain anything to us.
They've been doing it for a long time. Even with Biden, when we ask questions to Biden, well, it's the best of two evils. You know what I mean? You got to pick one. But no, if you have questions, people should be able to ask. That's the point of a politician, right? They're supposed to represent us, represent our district, represent our country. Shouldn't we ask?
And by the way, they should be explaining without us asking. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of them doing these press conferences and these meetings. Yeah. The same way these politicians have meetings for their donors and they have rallies and press conferences explaining themselves and their agendas to certain groups, they should have to explain themselves to black people the same way. Plies is 1,000,000,000% wrong.
See, after hearing Charlamagne's response, he decided to respond back. And this dude voice, man, the way this guy talk, man, it's just like, I used to like some of his albums in the early 2000s, but this guy's a joke, man. These dudes should not be talking about politics, man. But this goes to show you just the level of thought process of our community, man. It's sad.
Motherfucking simple with me. Until Kamala Harris go to jail, until Kamala Harris become a convicted felon, until Kamala Harris file motherfucking bankruptcy 6 times, her and her company, until Kamala Harris is impeached twice, until Kamala Harris is indicted 4 motherfucking times, until Kamala Harris is found liable for sexual abuse, until Kamala Harris is found guilty of motherfucking fraud and got to pay $300 and some motherfucking million, until Kamala Harris start a motherfucking insurrection, until Kamala Harris try to overthrow a motherfucking election, until Kamala Harris is married 3 motherfucking times, until Kamala Harris have 5 kids from 3 different motherfucking men, until Kamala Harris do any of that, she's a better motherfucking candidate to me. Now you do whatever you want to do with your motherfucking vote. But I'm not voting for no motherfucking rich white man to be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do. I'm just not doing it. I don't hate motherfucking women that much. And I damn sure don't hate a black woman that much. So you can vote for a motherfucking AKA, or you can vote for the motherfucking KKK. You vote for whatever motherfucking K you want to motherfucking vote for. That's your motherfucking business. But Trump been telling you since 2017, he gonna show you that motherfucking healthcare plan. Has he shown you yet? He been telling you since 2017 that motherfucker coming in 2 weeks. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be beautiful. Has he showed you yet? He told you he's gonna overturn motherfucking Obamacare. Did he do it yet? He told you Mexico gonna pay for that wall over there. Did they motherfucking pay for it yet? He told you gonna raise motherfucking minimum wage. Did he do it yet? He was gonna lower the motherfucking price on prescription drugs. Did he do it yet? But she need to motherfucking explain something. She don't ever talk about her. Yes, she motherfucking do. You just don't want to motherfucking hear. That lady told you she trying to get $25,000 a month trying to buy a home. Trying to build 3 more motherfucking million homes. Trying to lower the drug prices for everybody, not just the elderly. Trying to get tax cut to the middle motherfucker. That like trying to no tax on tips or whatever the hell it is. That lady telling you what she trying to motherfucking do. You just don't want to motherfucking hear.
I'll say this in closing, and what I've been saying. Every year we graduate thousands of kids from the HBCUs, right? They're talking about having money allocated to HBCUs. These HBCU graduates, where do they go? Why don't we see them matriculating in black cities across America? Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, cities like that, Atlanta, Memphis, these cities with large black populations. The colleges are supposed to be for black people, right? Why don't we see our educated class building anything? Anything. I ask this question and I get crickets. You hear nothing. I ask, when are we going to have money allocated to our communities to help stop gentrification when we know what happened to us as a people? You get crickets. Now, we've been supporting the Democratic Party for a long time. I'm not talking about, just because I critique the Democratic Party don't mean I support the Republicans. We don't, as a black community, we don't support the Republicans. The Republicans don't rely on our vote. So this ain't a question about the Republican. I'm asking the Democratic Party, who we've been taught to support for so many years, hey, what are we doing? Because I see all these immigrants coming in. What is my city like Philadelphia, that is one of the blackest cities in America, what is it going to look like 5 years from now, Ms. Kamala? Do you have a program set in place for specifically for foundational black Americans, as if for all people of color? I'm asking the black elders, why did you allow them to take what was supposed to be for black Americans and make it for people of color? And you sit there and be quiet when we ask a question. I'm asking that. I'm asking black women. You support her with the W husband, but would you support me if I had a W wife and I was running for president? Absolutely not. Stop the hypocrisy. And we're showing a very, very low IQ. You don't just vote for nothing. You don't just do that. But this thing is real goofy. It's real crazy, and it's borderline. Like I don't know where we're going from here as a people. But I'm asking, with the immigration policies and the housing programs and all the stuff that she has set in, it's really set to benefit people of color. She already told you, she didn't even lie. She said, I'm gonna do something that's going to benefit all people of color, and then it'll benefit us. But they didn't do that when it came to the LGBT community. They didn't do that when it came to the Asian community. No. So if we've been giving our support for 60 years, 10 toes down, right or wrong, weak or strong, how do you come on TV and say that you're not going to do that when you know now the children of the civil rights era is asking questions? We're saying, yo, what's up? What you doing for us? Because we saw what you guys did. We saw how you allocated money to these and housing and everything to these immigrant groups that you're using to replace us in the vote. We see it. So now we're studying the playbook, and we're setting up the proper defense, and we're asking you, what do you got for us? But a lot of y'all in the community are saying that we just using that to come against Kamala. No, this ain't got nothing to do with the Republican Party or Trump, because we don't support them. We've never supported them. We're asking the party that we've given our support to, what do you have for us for us being so faithful? Nothing, a nothing burger. And then you use athletes and entertainers to come up here and try to force us to do it. That goes to show you just the disrespect that you have. Because you didn't even get any black intellectuals to come talk to us and tell us why we should do it. And show an economic response, give an economic response as to why we should do it. You didn't get no economic strategists to come talk to us, to explain to us mathematically why we should do it. You didn't do that. You got the coochie man, Uncle Luke, and his son Plies talking to us. And Steve Harvey. Like, what a joke, man. What a joke. But I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.